Yeah, we're on the record. Thank you so much for staying with me and for doing good dissection. So what we're going to do today is go through all of these muscles on the required list, okay? And like I say, you'll be typing the cat name and the human name together in the same space so that each question is worth 2 points, okay? All right, and I don't want you to forget to look at the human actual muscles so you can see where the trapezius muscle is, obviously where the biceps or where the latissimus dorsi is on the actual human, where the serratus anterior is, and things like that. Okay, yeah. So please let's go through, and if you know some of these muscles, you can chime in. Okay, so we're starting in the neck here, and this is roughly the order in which these muscles are listed. So what is this? Clavotrapezius. Trapezius. The clavotrapezius comes down, gets to the shoulder, to the deltoid, and then it becomes the what? Yeah, clavodeltoid, deltoid. Alternatively, you can call it clavobrachialis, but it's still deltoid in the human. So I'll just say clavodeltoid, deltoid, so it's simple. So you don't, you know what I mean? There you go. And then when we were dissecting the trapezius, we made sure we didn't cut this, which is the levator scapulae. Feel free to use the board over there, because when you say it to yourself, guess it actually studying. You're actually learning it. So you know what I'm saying. So like I say, if you're participating, you are actually reducing the amount of work you gotta do when you go home, when you go to spring break. So you can do a bit of spring breaking, you know, and not a lot of stuff. Okay, don't break a leg though. You know, just do a little bit and then come back and start. So levator scapulae. All right, and over here on the deltoid, this is the acromiodeltoid. Okay, and then on the back, this is the acromiotrapezius. Do you see what I'm saying? So see all those patterns, you gotta be able to make sure you are getting those patterns. All right, and then here is the spinodeltoid. Over here, spinotrapezius. Okay, my good friends, did you see that pattern? The brain likes patterns. That's how the brain. My phone is ringing. It's vibrating. It's like tickling. Because I have to put it on vibrate. It's really doing it. Okay, very good. So when you cut the connective tissue of the trapezius, which is on both sides, right? You reveal this rhomboid major, right? And then underneath the scapula would be the subscapularis. Okay, very good, very good. And then when we flip this trapezius like this, what do we have? On top of the spine, supraspinatus, and you can see the spine is right here. Okay. Oh my God, it's refusing. Okay, over here would be the, if this is the supraspinatus, what is this? Infraspinatus, right? Okay, and then you can see the line nicely. You can see this is kind of light, and this is more tan. This is the, starts with a T. Teres major. Okay, very good. Teres major. And then completing the back muscles, this would be the latissimus dorsi. All right, my good friends. Okay. So we go to the arm now, right? The lateral side, what you did today, you cut through the triceps brachii, lateral head. Triceps brachii, lateral head. And you've got to write all those things down in the exam to get the 2 points, correct? So 8 words. And then when you do that, it's going to reveal the triceps brachii medial head, Also, on the left side of it, you're going to reveal the brachialis, The brachialis is attached to this forearm muscle, the only one we do, which is the brachioradialis. In the human, this will be the brachioradialis right here. Okay, right here. You understand? Because the brachioradius is lateral and the ulna is medial. So brachioradialis, this is it right there. Okay, so that will be it, the brachioradialis. Okay, very good. And then you go here, and then you see the crack right in the middle of the two heads of the biceps brachii. So in the exam, I'll show you this picture like this, and I'll put arrows going to these two heads. I'll be like, what's that muscle? You'll be like, biceps brachii. You understand? And still going on the triceps muscles, this will be the triceps brachii, long head, triceps brachii, long head. Isn't that cool? So you got those three heads. Triceps brachii, lateral head, triceps brachii, lateral head that we cut, triceps brachii, medial head, triceps brachii, medial head, triceps brachii, long head, triceps brachii, long head. Because it's long, look at it. You know? So there's that. Then we flip the cat, like so. Okay, very good, very good. And we go to the medial side of the arm. There's this muscle here that is called the epitrochlearis, that is not in the human. So epitrochlearis dash dash dash, or no equivalent, okay? Alright, so epitrochlearis dash dash dash. And then also on the ventral side, we have this one that is like running from the top of the pectoralis major, all the way to the arm. So this is the pector, because it's on top of the pectoralis major, for anterior, brachialis, pector antebrachialis, and brachial is going to the arm. Anything brachial, arm, anything femoris, thigh. Okay, my good friends, so those patterns again, you shouldn't be saying anything femoris when you're up here. You understand? Because then you know you're wrong. You've got the wrong body part altogether. Correct? You shouldn't be saying anything brachial when you're down here. I've seen that happen, I believe it or not. Okay? So don't do that. Okay? So you must know your body region. So when you make a mistake, you kind of close, you know. I don't want to see a mistake where somebody's totally in a different body part. Okay? So please. Okay? So pector antebrachialis, dash, 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 no human equivalent. And then this right here will be the pectoralis major. And then if you see the arrow pointing down a little bit, that will be the pectoralis minor. And then this is the other muscle, this one right here, you see it? The xiphiumeralis, also not in the human, dash, dash, dash. Xiphiumeralis, dash, 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 okay? And then still on the ventral trunk, we flip over this latissimus dorsi, and then we look at here, we get the serratus ventralis in the cat, serratus anterior in the human. Okay, my good friends? Serratus anterior in the human. Okay, and then when we peel that off a little bit, we see some more muscles. We see the ribs, okay? Then we see the muscles between the ribs, intercostals. All right? So you can bet your dollar or whatever you want to bet, you know, that all these are coming. The pectoralis major is coming. Pectoralis minor is coming. Don't say I didn't tell you. And then the pectoral, serratus ventralis, serratus anterior is coming. Intercostals coming. That's all there is on this ventral trunk, correct? Okay? So this is the only time when you get told exactly what's coming in the exam, okay? So you better use it, okay, my good friends? All right, very good. So once we're done with that, we go here to the abdominal area, okay? And then the flap on the outside, what is this? External oblique. You just have to write it down twice. You know, how easy can that be? Correct? All right? And then this external oblique is covering this one here, which is called the what? This is the external oblique. So this is the internal oblique. And you know, the internal oblique still goes out here like that. It's still internal oblique. It's just covered partially by the external oblique, okay? So all of this internal oblique, okay? And you could see the division. Look here, my good friends. Do you see it? Or is it just me? Do you see where the internal oblique ends? And then this sort of lighter colored muscle starts. So that would be the transverse abdominis. And you could see where it ends right here. Do you see where it starts? This more turn over here. Okay? And all these muscles, their fibers are oriented in different directions. support for the abdominal organs, correct? You see, this one's going a different way, external oblique, internal oblique is coming this way, internal oblique, and then this transverse abdominis is kind of going like this, transverse abdominis, okay? And then this one in the middle here is the six-pack muscle. This will be the rectus abdominis, rectus abdominis. You see what I'm saying? So in the exam, I'll pick one of the obliques and one of the abdominis muscles. You know what I'm saying? So you know it's coming because that's all there is. You understand? So we're done with this, and then we come to the thigh, butt, hip, and leg area. Okay, and then there's gonna be a lot of muscles over here. All right. Okay. Basically, the ones that are not in the human, I could just sometimes ask for them by themselves and say, name the three cats that are in the human, in the cat, but not in the muscle, in the human, not in the muscle, not in the human. So epitrochlearis, pectoratis, and then over here, I wanted to talk about that first, would be the cordofemoralis dash dash dash. You know that there's a fourth one that's a freebie because it's not on the list, the xiphi humerellus, also not on the human, okay? Alright, my good friends. Alright, so now let's do our back muscles, our muscles in the lower limb and butt and the hip area. Alright, so cordofemoralis and dash dash dash, no human equivalent. And then here, this will be the biceps femoris. I was about to say bracha. Biceps femoris, right? And you could see our little sciatic nerve here. Oh, it's big enough. You can, so you can imagine how big the human is. And you could see the split. Look here. The split is right there, just above the popliteal fossa, where it splits into the common fibula and the tibial nerve, right? My good friend, we're also revising for the, so in the midterm 3. Okay, my good friends. All right. So biceps femoris, okay, and then in the hip area you've got this tensor fascia lata. So this is the tensor muscle, and this is the fascia, and it's lateral. Okay, so tensor fascia lata, all this. Okay, and then this tensor fascia lata covers the vastus lateralis. You see this nice muscle underneath? This is the vastus lateralis. All right, and then this right here is the second of the quadriceps, which is the rectus femoris. Okay, and then no, let's not forget the butt muscles. I was about to go to the other side. So this will be the gluteus maximus. Okay, and this right here is the demarcation between the gluteus maximus, and the gluteus minimus, gluteus medius. The gluteus minimus, we don't see that, okay, because we don't dissect the butt muscles, but we do see these ones, gluteus maximus, and gluteus medius. Okay, my good friends. All right, and then we're gonna go here like that. Once we go here, so we've already got two of the quadriceps, correct? We got the vastus lateralis, this one, vastus lateralis. We got the rectus femoris. All right, and then we got here, it's not part of the quadriceps, but it's an anterior thigh muscle. This is the sartorius. Okay, that's one cut in the middle. All right, okay. What is this, my good friends? It's the rest of the quadriceps. I gave you the first two, correct? The rectus femoris and the vastus lateralis. So what is this? This one in the middle. So it's gonna be what? And this starts with a V again. Vastus medialis. Do you see how I'm trying to get you to how you would learn these muscles? You see what I'm saying? Because based on the position of the muscle, the name is gonna have some of it in it sometimes, most of the time, to be quite honest. You understand? So those are things you're looking for, like patterns and repetitive kind of things, themes. When you're studying, that's what you're looking for. Because then your brain will grapple on that and will remember the muscles. long as you know the pattern of how it's named. So that's how that you can consume volumes of information, or to learn this in a short period of time. I know it's a lot, but you just have to deal with it. You see what I'm saying? So that's because that's the way it is. So vastus medialis, and then this one, which is kind of in the middle, would be the vastus. Starts with an I. Vastus intermedius, vastus intermedius, and all these muscles are coming. I'm just gonna let you. Okay, so you have to know them. You understand? So rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and then vastus medialis. Those are the four quadriceps. Okay. So then we go to the adductor, the middle, the thigh muscles in the middle here that adduct, bring the thighs together, right? So this, and they're gonna have the same name too, with the action of adducting the thighs. Okay, so this is the adductor femoris, adductor longus in the human. Okay, adductor femoris, adductor longus in the human, and this long thin one in the cat is adductor longus. It's still adductor longus in the human. You understand? Okay, so long thin one, adductor longus in the cat, adductor longus in the human. Fat, sort of triangular one, wide, adductor femoris, cat, still adductor longus in the human. Okay, so it means that the human has got this one long, fat adductor longus. It's like it woke up. Get out of here. Okay, very good. Now we peeled this off. That was so funny. I actually did thought it woke up. Okay, this is the gracilis. Okay, at least you remember the muscle that woke the cat up. Okay, so gracilis. Now this one that is kind of flat. Now we're going to the hamstrings, to the posterior thigh muscles, and this one that looks like a membrane, semi-membranosus, right? This one that looks like a cable, like a tendon, semi-tendinosus, together with the biceps femoris. All those are the quadriceps.